Let's not forget that Jimmy Havoc, of course, reigning CZW Tournament of Death winner. He is currently king of the deathmatch. But if there is one man on the planet who might be his equal, it's this man who clearly is not one. It's an actual monster.
6'8", 350 pounds of Abyss.
NWA World Heavyweight Champion, former NWA Tag Champion, two-time TNA Tag Champion, two-time TNA TV Champion, former TNA X Division Champion. Abyss has seen and done it all in this business. But can he hang with Jimmy Havoc? You said that Jimmy Havoc is on the rack in this match. Jimmy Havoc is in form, I would wager, especially when it comes to this type of match. It might be Abyss's domain, but I think Jimmy Havoc has come here to win.
Abyss came over to the UK several times 10 years ago with the 1PW promotion I commentated on back in the day. He terrified me then, he terrifies me now. The things that this man will do to himself, let alone his opponents, don't bear thinking about. And he holds Monsters Ball victories over the likes of Mick Foley, Raven, Rhino, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, Bully Ray, Eric Young, Grado.
Are you done?
I just got to ask myself, what hope has Jimmy Havoc got?
Well, the crowd seem to think he's got a hell of a chance here, Dean, and Jimmy is taking his time.
Hey, Jimmy fucking Havoc, get out of the fucking chair.
Oh, them's fighting words from the monster.
You know, I have a ton of respect for you. You're hardcore. You are on the precipice of making yourself into a legend. But that ends tonight. Because you see, this might be your territory, and these might be your people. But make no mistake about it, this is my match. And in case you haven't noticed, I already am a legend. So get ready, because there's nothing these sheep can do to save you now. Nothing.
He said there's nothing he can
stapler. Oh, yeah, we're not starting off with a lockup. We're starting off with a stapler.
There's nothing he can do about it. He's going to put him against a wall and he's going to do some fixing on him.
Oh, man.
One of the things we said earlier on this broadcast is that I don't know what it's like to be in the ring. And I'll tell you something for nothing, Dean. I sure as hell do not know what it's like to have staples put in my head by Jimmy Havoc.
And we're outside the ring already.
This is, if you're expecting hammer locks, wrist locks, leg locks,
drop toe holds,
forget about it.
Oh, look at the irony of a health and safety sign being used as a weapon.
That is going to be subject to an inquest at some point. And so is that chair shot.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the thud of that chair hitting the mask of Abyss? Thank goodness for Abyss, he's got a solid mask on there.
I felt it. I felt it. When Jimmy Havoc is swinging a weapon, I think everybody in the audience feels it. Everyone in this crowd is visibly moved. The way he swings a weapon is like no one else.
And the thing with this, Jimmy Havoc is going to have to make a fast start to do some damage to Abyss. But Abyss now in control. Gets Jimmy to take a seat.
Uh-oh. Out.
Forearm uppercut.
Oh,
man.
no!
Oh, memories of 1990s ECW, the frying pan.
You can't make an omelette without cracking some eggs. Jimmy's channeling his inner Mo Farah.
Straight in the eyes. There's nothing Linsky can do. It's a monster's ball match. It's no disqualification. A chair shot's just as legal as an eye poke, just as legal as a body slam.
The monster is being wailed on by Jimmy Havoc. He is stalking with that chair and he is now pounding on him.
Biting where that staple went.
Abyss said this was his match, but I would argue that this is also Jimmy Havoc's kind of match. This is right up Jimmy Havoc Boulevard.
Yeah, but it's also right up Abyss Avenue. It's on the intersection. You know what I mean? This is, oh man, that beautiful new ring canvas with all the people's names. But Jimmy doesn't like to see beer wasted. And he's wailing away on the monster Abyss.
Jimmy Havoc just wailed on there by Abyss. What a waste of a good beer that was. Of course, we saw Jimmy Havoc at Super 8 in October, interrupted by the music of Abyss during that match with Sabu. And because of that, he tasted the Arabian Skull Crusher not that long after. And that has led us right here and now to the biggest show of the year, Undisputed. And the monster goes careening into the chair. Oh, well, that chair is quite literally done for. Absolutely no idea what is going through the sadistic mind here of Jimmy Havoc, Dean, but it does not look good for the monster Abyss.
Oh, it doesn't look good for Jimmy Havoc. I've got no idea what's going on with our monitor, but that's an entirely different story. Jimmy Havoc now lands on those chairs.
The curse of the commentator from me, and then Jimmy Havoc ends up getting slammed right onto those exposed parts of the chair. Well, turnabout seems to be fair play. The monster now has the staple gun, and Jimmy Havoc is the one who is prone to the attack. Rochester holds its breath here.
Oh, is that going to be a staple? Oh, low blow.
Trying to turn him down in, trying to get him down it. Oh no. Oh no! He had him on the way!
And Jimmy trying to, I think he's pulled the staple out, but you can see what it's done.
Jimmy Havoc is beginning to trickle.
It's a no-win situation. You either walk around with a staple in your head or you start to bleed. And I think he did pull the staple out, but obviously there's two deep holes in Jimmy's head because of it. Advantage, Abyss.
Oh!
Well, that's probably the first and only time you hear a tennis reference in the Monsters Ball match.
Absolutely. Well, you say tennis reference. Abyss is basically swinging that chair like he is a tennis racket. He thinks he's John McEnroe.
And Steve Linsky, our ref, is just there to count the pinfalls.
What is Abyss thinking here, Dean? Oh no.
Oh!
Well. No wonder he falls to the floor.
I think Abyss's plans for the evening have been altered.
Even monsters have weak spots, Dean.
And listen to this crowd. 100% behind Jimmy Havoc.
Oh, that blood is beginning to really pour out of the cut now, though, Dean. That is going to impair his vision, surely.
It's worth bearing in mind, Jimmy Havoc is, a builder's, he lives now in London, but he grew up in Kent. He was trained at the Havoc School of Wrestling, operating out of Kent. So these people know that his roots are right here in the county of Kent. What is Jimmy looking for? He's got something in mind, quite clearly.
What is that?
They're not Smarties, let's say that.
I'm going to make an educated guess and say that's not Builder's sand either.
Nope, they're drawing pins.
Right, if you can't put something up with a staple, try a drawing pin. That is the moral of the story here.
And look at how close together those things are. No, Jimmy!
No!
Oh, man, Jimmy gets drilled into those pins, and look at that, he's picking them out. Oh, man, they're stuck to his flesh. They're stuck to his flesh. And Abyss is going for the pinfall.
Havoc is done for here. I actually cannot believe, and neither can Steve Linsky. How on earth did Jimmy Havoc find any way of getting out of that?
Abyss can't believe it either. He didn't even think he needed to do anything other than just roll on top of Jimmy Havoc. He's learning something about this man.
I'm not sure if Abyss is now frustrated or he's going to channel his inner creativity, because he is looking around ringside for some tasty Christmas treats.
Abyss is amazed and bewildered and staggered that a man like Jimmy Havoc has just kicked out of a choke slam onto drawing pins, and so it's time for a barbed wire board to be brought into the equation.
Jimmy Havoc has just started to pick those pins out of his body, and it's almost like Abyss just said, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to have to do something else.
You know, the only saving grace for this is that clearly Abyss wasn't able to smuggle Janice through customs. At least someone's doing their job at the airport.
Security is not what it was, because there was a barbed wire board being placed by the Monster Abyss in the ring here at IPW Undisputed, and the former IPW World Champion Jimmy Havoc, the king of the Goths, is prone right here and now, Dean, and his career could be in serious jeopardy in the hands of that monster.
Oh, he's still got drawing pins sticking out of his back, for God's sake.
Rolls that forearm, and Abyss is going, hits him with a second one, and the monster Tina's on the brink of destruction.
Oh, but he's going to go up, and no, he's not going to go down. Jimmy Havoc escapes.
Oh, the monster! And the monster's on the barbed wire!
And look at the pain coursing through the body of Abyss. And Jimmy Havoc hasn't finished. He's got a chair while Abyss is still lying on that barbed wire board. Elbow drop with the chair. Is that going to be it? My goodness me! Jimmy Havoc has just beaten Abyss.
Here is the winner, Jimmy Havoc!
That is one of the most shocking matches I have ever seen here in IPW. Jimmy Havoc was written off when this match was announced, but would you look at the sight we are seeing here in Rochester this winter night?
Well, you talked about Christmas being the season of goodwill. He's just helping Abyss up off of that barbed wire board. Look how squashed that wire is from the weight of 350 pounds of Abyss landing on it. Blood coming out of his hand. They're going to shake hands. Blood coming out the elbow of Abyss.
Extending the hand, and they're getting a standing ovation. Surely here in Rochester.
Not many people can say I've beaten Abyss at his own game. My goodness me, what a match that will live on for ages.